fun family kind of competition going on.
Great to see Maggie and Mary Brascia continue to shine. And it's always fun to see one sibling get into the game of pickleball and then the other sort of follow after. That means that, you know, this game is certainly contagious. And right now it's going to be Jackie Kawamoto in the far court serving to start us off. Don Stanley is our head official.
New ball, game one, time in, 0-0-2.
And let's go.
Shut out. Zero, 0-1. Point.
Up until late, Fed, you know, especially in doubles, was just kind of a ball maker. Would bring pressure by continuing to make smart decisions, make dinks, make you work. He started to add a lot more weapons in an offensive way. He's got a backhand flick and roll that, you know, is Ben John's ask. I wouldn't put it up there yet, but it's certainly a weapon that he can use to try to attack the woman in front of him from out of the air. And sometimes has the speed up off the bounce, so it's really been fun to see him kind of pushing his ceiling even higher and being more offensive with the pressure he can bring.
There's some pressure off the paddle of Riley Newman.
2-0-2.
Riley Newman with recent mixed success, got silver with Catherine Parento in Vegas.
Yeah, that was a really fun partnership to see, and those are kind of the OG veteran ball makers who have been through so much, know so many nooks and crannies of the court.
How about that exchange?
Jackie! Great finish there off the ATB, but a good example there of Jackie and Riley just being able to hit and reset so often, so quickly, kind of extend that 20-plus rally point. And there we go. There's the forehand in the middle from Fed. He would not have done that just a few months ago from off the bounce.
1-2-2.
Fed Staksrud able to get the side out. Staksrud, talk about recent success. He had it with Parento in Kansas City, got bronze there.
2-1-1.
And with Rachel by his side, silver back in Minnesota. Remember the indoor tournament?
Yeah, that was a really big weekend. I think Rachel had gold there with Anna in women's. But you mentioned Catherine twice there. She's also been medaling with Christian, so she's just been a stud in mixed for those talented male partners.
How about the Ernie? Executed perfectly from Riley Newman.
2-1-2. Let, yeah, I heard. Big call. 2-1-2. Start out. 1-2-1. Second serve. 1-2-2. Point.
Know that Riley Newman's going to do a lot of poaching, going to cover a lot of ground.
2-2-2.
Oh, what an exchange between Kawamoto and Staksrud. Speaking of Riley, though, do you think it's the same old Riley that we saw in 2023, or has his game changed, been altered in any way whatsoever?
I think to be honest, I think he's failed to add a little bit of new tools. We've seen, it's so competitive out there in any event, in any field. I think Riley is as athletic as ever. He's investing. He shared a few months ago in off-court fitness 2 days, as he should, but there just hasn't been, the weapons and places to avoid Riley are largely the same from a year ago. Again, that's not a critique. He's still up there, but you can see, every 1 to 2 months, some of the top players adding in different things, different looks. Fed doing such a good job of playing big. He's not the biggest guy. I think he's 6 foot. Doesn't have Riley's length, but that anticipation and quick lateral step to his right allows him to play much bigger than he is in the middle.
And now a 6-2 lead in favor of Rohrabacher and Staksrud, the 8th seed, starting to separate themselves a bit here in game number 1. Stanley says, let's go. Here in Virginia Beach, Rachel Rohrabacher and Fed Staksrud. 6-2 over the team of Newman and Jackie Kawamoto.
Second serve. Six, 2-2.
It's an interesting point, Ryan, you made about Riley, because the field continues to get better and you always have to add little nuances to your game, I imagine now.
It's just become incredibly tough, and there's no easy wins. Right out the gate, you got to beat teams, and that usually comes from the high pros with their consistency and discipline. But when you get into the quarters and the semis, you're going to have to find ways to pressure people. And we've seen Ben do that with the two-hander. Nice. Oh, ATP defense just gone a little bit wide there, but we see Ben investing in the two-hander. Fed's got these new strokes. Gabe and Hayden are continually adding new ways to fool you with your wrist, and it's just very competitive now that people are full-time. There's money, and there's every week there's an opportunity to display your talents.
Second serve. 3-6-2. Point.
I mean, to give you a sense of the competition, we have
4-6-2.
a round of 16 match between Dylan Frazier and Vivian David going on against Gabe Tardio and Jesse Irvin. That's a round of 16. So it's just so incredibly packed, and mix is my favorite because these unique combinations that you get.
Rachel Rohrabacher on the line, and a side out to her. And Fed Staksrud, the winner of this match, gets the winner of the Alshon Parento Truong Garnett duel.
6-4-1.
Wow, really good pull there from Jackie, catching Fed by surprise. Caught me by surprise going down the line with that incredible fourth shot.
6-4-2.
I really like the pull there from Rachel going inside out, keeping Riley honest and showing him that she's got it. Looked a little bit like Catherine Parento. She does that so well.
Point.
Rachel on that one, but pulls that a little bit long.
5-6-1.
And now 3 straight for Newman and Kawamoto.
Second serve.
Fed's forehand volley really showing up here in game 1.
5-6-2.
Oh, really lucky to get away with that one. That's not the spot to go on Riley, given his grip and his pancake. That kind of right side is something that he usually likes to squash.
6-5-1.
And that's short from Staksrud.
6-5-2.
Really dynamic point from both teams. Jackie and Riley choosing not to unwind the stack there, so we had Riley on the right, but really good dinks. Jackie pushing Fed out to his left. Just, you know, really high level of execution there from all 4. Clip it. That's why Rachel's Rachel. Incredible defense off the overhead. The ATP cleaned up by Fed.
8-5-2.
And finally, Riley with the finish to get the side out. If you were to hand out a breakout women's player of the year, would it be Rachel Rohrabacher for 2024?
Leading question, Your Honor, but no, she's certainly up there. I think I would have to give it to either Kate Fahey or Mari Humberg.
Okay.
As true breakouts, I think Rachel was already on the map, given her squeeze performance and some of the early results.
True.
With Anna Brighton women's. Remember they got that gold in March back in Austin.
Only team in women's doubles that has beaten Brento and Waters, as that one goes long from Staksrud, and that'll take us to a timeout here in game 1. So back and forth we go.
And I would put Rachel in the cap.
Kudos to all our great crew too here in Virginia Beach and in Santa Monica, bringing you this event. And Riley Newman screaming out of the timeout.
8-8-1.
Time.
Second serve.
Federico saying, Riley, I'll match you there. Caught Jackie with her head down as she's dinking up the line. I was just about to compliment her on keeping Fed honest. She's done a really good job of that, but got to be very careful as your head's down. The player's so athletic, they can jump that corner and make you pay. This little lob change up there.
Not into. Set up.
So Rohrabacher and Staksrud, they've led for most of this game, but
8-9-1.
right now the advantage to Newman and Kawamoto.
Second serve. Eight, 9-2.
Really good job from Rachel there to set up the points. Trying to involve assists a lot more in our terminology because she's doing the work of putting 8-9 aggressive dinks out to Riley's side.
9-9-2.
Really does a good job of setting up Fed to be able to close on that middle ball.
Oh, yes.
Point. Game point.
Another point as good as it gets, and it's going to force a timeout. Newman and Kawamoto trying to fend off a game point and ice the team a little bit before this tournament began this morning. You got some game.
Time in. Game point.
Trying.
10-9-2.
Oh, and it goes awry off the paddle of Jackie. So 11-9. And that'll be the final here in game number 1. So Newman and Kawamoto, they come all the way back, just can't clinch it late.
Yeah, a few loose, unforced errors at the end, but they're up here in game 1.
Seems like, Ryan, the near side has been slightly the favorable side here today.
Yeah, a little wind at the back. Sightlines are good. PBA doing such a great job of bringing the infrastructure wherever they need to. Got the great dark video board, so everyone's seeing the ball.
Second serve.
Just a little bit of wind helping those drives just be a little bit more impactful.
Side out. Zero, 0-1.
Some of the teams still alive. Of course, you got Ben and Anna Lee. You've got Callie Smith and Roscoe Bellamy right now.
Yeah, Roscoe played really well yesterday. They kind of moved through Etta and Tyler real well. And speaking of moving well, Federico out to his left with the one-handed backhand ATP.
2-0-1. Second serve.
Some fun matchups going on right now. Anna Bright, Andre Deskew teaming up again. They've done it earlier in the year. Got that gold in Austin.
Point.
Yeah, really good pressure there by both Rachel and Fed, but you see that off the bounce from Fed. He's not afraid to pull that into the woman to get another ball to follow up with. And that's Bert number 2 for Riley. 2 Berts, 1 Ernie. Not a big deal for the athletic big man.
He makes that look easy, doesn't he? He's got just mad hops. ATP successful for Rohrabacher. Staksrud follows it up.
Rachel 3 for 3 on the ATPs. Been really successful getting out wide, curling it around with the forehand. Nice. It's kind of classic little speed up there. Not incredible pace, just different spots, making your opponent feel uncomfortable.
Just short. Nicely done.
Scrambly point to get the feet moving there. Everyone having to be so rangy left and right.
You mentioned all the great shots and how the game keeps evolving. to me. Time to tie the shoe there for Fed Staksrud. He and Rohrabacher now in place. We're tied at 3. And that one a little too much on it from Fed, and it's the first lead now for Newman and Kawamoto here in game 2.
And really good roll there from Rachel. The thing to look out for in Rachel's game, as well as Jackie's, is their dinking technique. Their paddle tip's down, so they're able to, you know, brush that cross-court dink, roll it really well, but it also sets them up for challenging the guy ahead of them, whether that's a speed up off the bounce, a lob, or just simply a dink down the line. You know, that paddle tip down is really kind of emerges the way to go for dinking and soft stuff around the kitchen on the right side.
Second serve.
Keeping an eye on that Dylan Frazier, Vivian David against Gabe Tardio, Jesse Irvin match. It's moved into game number 3. And in the first 2 games there, Ryan, it went 11-9 and then 11-9 the other way. So
They're
interesting.
grinding out there. Megan Dazan and James Ignatowicz pairing up for this mixed event, so that is a fun kind of new combo to see. Nice big presence there from Riley. And a little interesting of a switch here. Riley's going to remain on the right.
How about that defense?
Yeah, he just gets so many balls back. It's crazy.
Like a wall, eventually Fed able to penetrate it.
5-3-2.
And good slide by Jackie. Non-traditional slide for the woman to be on the left, kind of clearing space for that forehand in the middle.
6-3-2.
Really good job from them.
A little bit of an exclamation from Rachel Rohrabacher. And now a side out Fed Staksrud. So right now, 6 unanswered from Newman and Kawamoto.
Riley and Rachel chirping a little bit. Riley giving her a yeah back. Ooh, snuck it by him. Fed left it. It was a little too high, and that falls in. Nifty shot there from Riley, who will opt to be on the right again here.
Riley Newman again, a little finger wag to go with it that time.
Yeah, I mean, Fed really knows better. Again, easier to say up here from the sidelines, but he knows better. That's a no-go zone for Riley for the last 5-6 years.
Newman right now is a chatterbox.
Oh, yeah. Jackie Uh-oh.
16, Drew Felios, Ryan DeWidgeon, and our Pickleball TV crew bringing it to you on this Thursday afternoon. Just absolutely exquisite weather here in Virginia Beach, and the pickleball play has matched the weather. We have been entertained, to say the least. Right now, Newman and Kawamoto, they have got it working against Rohrabacher and Staksrud on the far side.
Time in, 8-3-1.
I mean, that's insane defense from Riley earlier in the point, off of a Rachel Rohrabacher overhead. Resetting that, getting that back to play.
Oh, wow. Right now, the anticipation of Riley Newman, you can sense it.
Yeah, and Jackie too. She's doing a really good job of kind of fending off those Federico attacks with her forehand. Really good job of just knowing that he's going to be bringing some pace to her.
3-1.
Tried for Burt number 2. Finally Fed able to score.
Point. Four, 9-1.
Nice, that's a bet. I'm a little worn out here, but Drew, so much action here in mixed day right now. The 14th seed of Julian Arnold and Lauren Stratman took off game 1 from Anna Bright and Andre Deescu. They're the 3rd seed. You know, we are slightly distracted here on center court. There's so much good stuff happening around us.
I think it's great to see Julian and Lauren back together again. Took a little bit of time off. Arnold's been playing with several different partners.
Oh, he had the inside out, just pushed it a little bit too much. Definitely had Riley thinking middle there. I like the take, but just high quality ball making here. I mean, I think sometimes we take for granted, oh, they're at the kitchen, they're dinking. Well, they got there because of a really clean 3rd shot drop, 5th shot reset. You know, it just boom, they're up there.
Second serve. 9-5-2.
Nifty, and that's what we were talking about, Drew. Getting more weapons. After you've established the consistency and focus of hitting the core shots, adding in some weapons so that you can be dangerous from all angles, and that's something that Federico's been working on a lot.
Second serve.
Fed, you can't do me like that. Come on. But I was watching some game tape yesterday because we're always on here, whether we're commentating or not. And I saw JW using a two-handed backhand speed up from off the bounce. That's not something I've ever seen him do in a tournament. He confirmed with me. It's here. It's new.
Another ATP defended perfectly. Kawamoto just owning that left side.
Yeah, Jackie just saying no thank you, Federico. Take it back. Doing such a good job on the left-hand side here. And that's what we talk about when we talk about the Kawamotos collectively, is that they're so versatile from both sides of the court. Jade's obviously the lefty, but Jackie here showing that she can make balls and recognize patterns from both sides.
Game point.
And now a point away from sending it to a game 3.
Second service. Game point. 10-5-2.
More great defense.
Two ATPs. That's the best game point finisher we've seen here.
Guaranteed pickleball play every week. No hassle, no paddle stacking lines, no worries. Join a pickleball league today and up your game with competitive, consistent, well-matched play. Connect with your local leagues, check live rankings on your phone, and play with ease. Whether you're there to socialize with your community, network across the net, or have fun playing your favorite sport, leagues are a stress-free way to enjoy your play. Find your closest league at pickleball.com and click leagues today to get started.
Ace to the PPA finals in San Clemente. Every match so important.
Jackie remaining on the left, so they had switched that up in game 2. They're going to double down on that strategy that worked out so well for them. I think the key here is going to be, obviously getting up to the kitchen, reducing the unforced errors for Fed and Rachel, but seeing if Rachel can create some offense heads up against Jackie. They're going to need to have her come out swinging, and I think if she can just get the ball up, Fed can be there with that athletic kind of lateral jump to clean up with his forehand.
In that race to the PPA finals in mixed doubles right now, Rachel Rohrabacher 8th place, so she would squeeze in Jackie Kawamoto in 13th. So the stakes very high, especially for Rachel here today.
And Drew, I have you in the top 8 for commentators. You're at number 5. I hope you can stay up there. We've got Stone and Mish and Dave.
Okay.
But you're up there, so we just need you to finish out the year strong. We'll see you in San Clemente.
I'm going to try. I will certainly try, my friend. Just a little bit long from Newman.
1-0-1. Let's go. 1-0-2. Point. 2-0-2.
tough luck there off the net. Riley was on it, and Drew, you didn't ask, but I want to say my favorite event is, I think, the best of the best spectator of pickleball is when there's a great mixed match, and I think we've got one on our hands here. I think the median or the average women's game is very good. You know, a lot of bang for your buck, but the best of the best with mixed is just, it's so athletic, so rangy, very organic.
Oh, man, oh man. Can you ask for anything more?
Oh, what a finish to an insane clinic of defense to get him back in it.
Very timely there, your analysis too on the mixed play.
Oh, Riley is so on that one. Rachel's got to go body or left hip.
0-3-2.
And that's just wide. So finally a point here for the 11th seed.
Riley getting a little chippy here again in game 3. We like it though. It's part of the sport. It's part of every sport. We saw it in golf in the President's Cup last weekend. Scotty Scheffler, typically a man of Ben John's like stature and poise, just getting verbal on the green there. That was awesome to see.
Certainly got to be wired to get verbal in golf.
Yeah, it's been fun to see. And I know PBA's done a great job of the showcase courts and the bonus cams, miking those up. It really adds an extra element.
Well done by Staksrud there. Here in Virginia Beach last week at MLP, the chirping, the celebrations were at an all-time high, I'd say.
They certainly were. I was lucky enough to be here in person witnessing that, but I always appreciate it when the stream's the only option.
Second serve.
Will Howells and Rafa Hewitt on one of those bonus courts in Houston going off against James and Matt Wright. That was all time.
Oh, just short that time from Newman. And now it's 5-1. On the brink here of a side switch.
5-1-2.
Rachel's been so sound dinking on the right. Rare volley into the net for her there.
1-5-1. Let's go. Point.
And now in attack mode here, back to back.
Yeah, and Riley certainly doesn't have the best drive. It's not the most threatening. That's why he gets returned to a lot. But, you know, off a short return, it doesn't have to be amazing for him to create a lot of pressure. And if you don't follow it up, he's crunching middle.
Once again, Jackie Kawamoto. And the match going on right now, we got Vivian David, Dylan Frazier against the team of Irvin and Tardio. Jesse Irvin, Gabe Tardio, sensational in Utah, taking home the gold, a huge story that was.
Yeah, Jesse's had a great year. She was in the finals with Tina Pisnik in San Clemente. You know, her own words, right? I haven't been in a final in 2 years, you know, and she came back with Gabe to get into that mixed final. They cleanly beat James and Anna. It wasn't even a real test for him. but just showing kind of the off-court chemistry and trust that they have in each other. Yeah, Jesse's so good there, so steady in making balls, keeping the guy honest. Really good hands there against some of the best in Dylan Frazier.
So now all tied by 11.
Nice middle ball dink there. Dinky cross court. Always good to change up that spot. The inside left foot for a righty is kind of tough to handle. Oftentimes, the best they can do is half volley that. Routine for Rohrabacher. That's her fourth forehand ATP, wrapping it around the post.
Rachel's such a great competitor, once an SEC champion. And right now they're feeling it. So that is how you go to the side switch. 6-4 lead for Rohrabacher and Staksrud. Been back and forth here in this.
Time in, 6-4-1.
Yeah, good middle ball dinks to Riley's backhand. He's comfortable hitting it off the bounce there, but just sails a little too high. Good thing there is that he can't really be offensive with it either, so you know if he does make a small mistake, you can take advantage.
7-4-2.
Long. Good let that time from Rachel Rohrabacher.
But yeah, that's going to the right spot at the right time. So that ball sat up a little bit, and instead of bringing it to his forehand pancake, kind of catches him leaning, hadn't really gone behind him yet.
This, I think, important here for the 11 seed, starting to run out of time.
4-2.
Riley making his presence known in the middle.
5-2.
And Drew, exciting upset to report here. The 14th seed of Lauren Stratman and Julian Arnold taking down the 3 seed Anna Bray, Andre Diascu.
Wow.
In 2 That second game is 11-2. Good job by them.
8-5-2.
Yeah, that's a 14 beating a 3 in that matchup. Again, good to see Stratman and Arnold back together again.
That's a good shot.
Nice, Jackie. Nifty one-handed flick.
So much of this game, Ryan, is about patience.
6-8-1. Second serve.
Still within reach here for Newman and Kawamoto. Can't afford errors like that, though, the rest of the way.
Yeah, super tough to get those during crunch time, but we've got a game here.
8-6-1.
Let's go.
Second
Gets
serve.
the tape that time for Rohrabacher. So Staksrud's been neutralized a bit here in game 3. And that's what Rachel is looking for.
Nine 6-2.
They needed that.
That's high-level mix for you right there. Really big side out.
Yeah. 6-9-1.
How about that defense? Can't play it much better than that. Just crazy athleticism.
Just 4 athletes working in overtime right now. So much touch and just relentless defense.
And just like that, it's 8-9. Kawamoto, him, Ryan, and
Oh, wow.
for all basketball players, that was something that they picked up over the years.
Let's go.
Oh, nifty speed up there from Jackie, actually bagging Rachel with that. Such deception as she holds that forehand.
All tied up at 9.
Let's go.
A fierce firefight.
Speaking of deception, she goes cross court off the bounce into Fed. I mean, that's just not how you typically draw it up. Catches them by surprise.
We're at match point. Oh, was it in? Riley says it's out, and it is out. Can you believe what just happened? What a run to end a thrilling mixed doubles match. Newman and Kawamoto finish on top.
I mean, we blinked and Riley and Jackie fought back, cleaned up the errors, and then Jackie puts the team on her back with some creative speed-ups in crunch time. Game 3, props to them. A well-earned victory for the 11th seed.
The steadiness of Kawamoto, the crazy athleticism of Newman. They win it in 3. We're back. Hannah Johns is here with an interview. Mixed doubles at its very best. We just witnessed it as the team of Kawamoto and Newman, they take the final 2 games to win it in 3. And right now, Jackie and Riley standing by with Hannah.
Guys, this one went down to the absolute wire there at the end. You made quite the run to finish this one off. Are you excited to be standing in the winner's circle after that?
100%. I mean, it was actually crazy story here, so listen up. So I was actually at the Charlotte airport on Tuesday, and I didn't realize we actually played on Tuesday, and Jackie texted me at noon. She's like, so when are you going to be at the courts? And I'm like, 2:30, want to practice? And she's like, Riley, we have a stinking match. So I sprinted onto the court, barely got here. I had a 1-minute warm up, and Jackie told me right after the match, she said, Riley, you owe me a stinking quarterfinal after you gave me a heart attack. So definitely a crazy story, but just happy to be playing with Jackie, and it was a great win.
Well, it certainly came together on the court for you, too. I know that must have given you quite a scare. But talk about coming together on the court and playing so well to get yourself through this match.
Yeah, definitely. I thanked Riley for being flexible with me. We were able to switch sides. Sometimes I was on the right, I would tank. Sometimes I go to the left, I would tank again. So we were able to move it around there. So thanks for Riley for being a great partner.
Well, Riley, I want to touch on something. I think you had some comments for Rachel about her celebrations after some of the points. What were you thinking out there? What was going through your head, or what was the problem?
I mean, some people know that I've been known to chirp a time or two, and it's strictly just a basketball background. I played college, and so just growing up, people would kind of go at me. I would kind of go at them right back, and it actually helped me to fuel and play better. So Rachel didn't really do anything kind of negative at all. She kind of had her high-pitched little come on, and actually I kind of gave it right back to her, and it helped Jackie and I play a little better. So it's nothing negative. It's nothing personal at all. It's just helps me play better.
Love it. Competitors on the court. Guys, congratulations. You are moving on. Dave.
All right, Hannah, thank you very much. Can't wait to see them as they continue their journey here in Virginia Beach. We got more mixed doubles after this. Dave Fleming, Adam Stone have got you covered here on Pickleball TV. Stay tuned.